It's important to understand, first of all, that we are reviewing the entire fisheries policy. So there's a fisheries policy that we're working on now with the FAO and finalizing that fisheries policy. But it looks at a number of things that we must do going forward to protect the fisheries in Barbados and fishing and fish in Barbados. And one of the things that I spoke of and something that's very important to me is for us to put in place the regulations to address the catching of small fish. Now, if you were to go to some of the markets and I receive pictures sometimes from fishermen themselves and from people who visit the market who are telling me that the fish we're catching and selling is too small. So the amendment we're making to the legislation, which will be reflected in the regulations, would say that fish beneath a certain size, so various species of fish, beneath a certain size, you'll not be allowed to catch, sell, trade, handle it. And that is to protect future generations of Barbadians, because obviously if you catch a fish when it's too young, it doesn't have the opportunity to spawn, and it depletes fisheries and fishing in the long term. So I am hopeful to have the amendment taken to Cabinet by the end of this month and to have that legislation in place. I was hoping to do it by the end of this year, but hopefully early next year. Just to ensure that we do not catch, I mean, you would have seen, or you could see, people sending photos of some of the dolphin that people catch that are just too small, and some barely above the size of a big flying fish. And that kind of thing is ridiculous, and it cannot obtain going forward. So it's going to be that. I've also been very concerned about parrot fishing, and the reason I'm concerned about parrot fishing, I know we have a whole livelihood built around parrot fishing, so we're going to have to handle that carefully, but the parrot fish plays a very vital part in our ecosystem. It protects the reefs, it keeps the reefs healthy, it produces sand. So every time we consume parrotfish, and they're already prey to the lionfish, we have an invasive lionfish species here now that's doing a lot of damage. So we also have to be able to address that as well. And I feel we need to protect the parrotfish, so that will also be in the regulations.